Now let's continue with the notes and the rest which are in music. And then we can see here, we have got the whole note. Now these notes and the rest are the ones which are going to tell you whether to sing or to rest. Now we have got the first one, which is a whole note. And this whole note is going to be symbolized with a head. And this head is just an oval without anything written in it. So we have got that note having a head, and there's nothing else in it, and it is having a rest, and this rest is given by an horizontal line, and that line is having a rectangle, something like a rectangle, which has been shaded below it. So this line is below for the case of a whole note. This whole note is also called a semibrieve, and it has got 4 beats. So now these 4 beats are, let me say, we have got a beat to be here. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, apart from a whole note or a semibrieve, we also have a half note which is called a meaning. And this half note, when we want to at least know how it is being denoted, the first thing is we are going to have our head, and that head is going to be included. Another thing is going to be added, which is called a tail. Now we have got a head with a tail, and there's nothing else that is going to be done on the head. So the head, and then we have got the tail. It can look up, the tail can look up, or it can look down. When it is looking down, we are going to have our head on the right and the tail on the left. When it is looking up, when the tail is facing up, we are going to have our head on the left and the tail on the right. Now we have got the rest of the meaning, which is just the same as the horizontal line, just as the same as the semi-brief. But now this shading is going to be up. This shaded rectangle is going to be up. Now our meaning is going to be in account of 2 beats. If we have got this to be our beats, we are going to have 1, 2. It means that it is a half of the whole note. We also have a quarter note which is also called a crotchet. Now this crotchet is going to be 1 beat. It means that it is going to be a half of this meaning. Now we are going to have it in that head, which is now an oval, but this time around it is shaded. It is a shaded oval, or we can say a shaded head, and then we have got a stem or a tail attached to it. It can be attached going downwards or upwards. Now the rest of the crochet looks like this. Crochet is 1 beat. If you are having beats, we can say in your music, a crochet can be 1 beat normally. Now we have got another note, which is an 8th note. An 8th note is half of this crochet, and it is called a quiver. Now this quiver is having a head which is shaded and a tail, but this time around we have got another thing else called a flag, and now this flag is facing towards the right always. This flag will always face towards the right, whether it is facing down or it is facing up, whether the stem is facing down or the stem is facing up. Now we have got, you can see here, we have got the head, then we have the tail, and then the flag is facing towards the right. We have got the beat, the rest of it is like almost drawing something like a 7, if you can consider, but we are going to look deeply how we can draw it on the staff. Now this is a half a beat. Now this a half a beat is for you to have at least considering with the crochet. When the crochet goes like, you'll have your quarter beat, or you can say an 8th note going, or a quiver beat going like, so that you can get it well. Now we have got another one, which is a 16th note. A 16th note is also called a semiquaver. Semiquaver is having a head. We have got a tail. Now this time around, it has got 2 flags. 2 flags attached to it, and the flag, you can see they are all of them facing on the right. So all this is going to give you at least something that you're going to like, because it is a quarter of the beat. It is a quarter of the beat. It is half of this quiver. It is a quarter of the beat. Now on the rest of the quarter is going to be something like that 7. Then you add more of these I don't know how it is being measured, but you can see how it looks like. You can copy it, and at least you can reproduce it somewhere else, wherever it is needed. So the more we go, the number of flags going down, the more we add the number of flags, the smaller the beat. So I hope you are going to stay enjoy.